Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's play a run and go nice and slow and nice and methodical and hopefully eke out a victory. I'm feeling a little bit tired. Maybe that's exactly what I need to slow it down a bit, especially on the first few floors. Thank you for the long loading time, game. Okay, the game's not on a solid state drive or anything, but how long does it take to read the run history database? Come on. Green Umbra. Why do I just never, I look at yellow and I like the Umbra, so I remember it's Umbra. I look at green and I'm like, it's green. It's heal. It doesn't need a name. You don't get a name. We do get sap, vine grasp, parallel production, awake. Parallel production is garbage. If we get a multi-strike unit, maybe we could take it, but it's probably gonna get removed. Awake is a very, very, very good card. We're probably going to make it double stack and then cost 1. Because it is a fantastic card. Reduced merchant prices or deal damage when a morsel is eaten. Dude, I will always take that reduced merchant prices. Spikes or revenge. Spikes is amazing. You know, I took revenge on a recent run. It was a very short run. But I took revenge being like, okay, let's do damage ourselves and we'll rely on draw, and then we have extra energy and we'll try to, play infinite cards every turn. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. You can't really do that here. But Thorns is wonderful. What I like about Thorns is it means that no enemy is hitting the pyre. Like, actually no enemy is hitting the pyre, because I can just put everyone up here, give you some lifesteal, give you some restore. These enemies are all blowing themselves out. The only thing we have to worry about are these 245s, which might get through, admittedly, but there ain't much we can do about that, unfortunately. We do have plenty of energy this turn, though, so we'll play you, you. We need to heal our pyre, or our champion rather, but that'll happen right now, in fact. And I hate that you are going to hit the pyre. You're gonna hit it for 2. Oh well. There ain't much we can do about that, unfortunately. Final wave. You're taking 12. So you'll take 17 if I kill the trusted priest. I'm gonna do it though, because you're dead to the thorns anyways. Like, I don't see a reason to kill you when you're gonna die. So we're gonna take another 4 damage on the pyre. Really, what can you do? We're in a good spot though. We might as well get one more morsel for 1 more energy next turn. Probably doesn't matter too much, but you are taking 134. Now you're dead. We have a lot of energy. And our unit's even living too. By the way, we could have taken Rejuvenate trigger, which would have been kind of nice. The Rejuvenate trigger would also work whenever we lifestealed, so the Umbra does synergize very slightly with the Rejuvenation champion. It's a little awkward, but it can have a minor synergy. Have I had a Melting Umbra win yet? No, I haven't. It's very difficult. Umbra Melting I have. Restoration Detonation. I mean, I think if we have a spikes unit, we should focus on healing them and doing damage from behind them. So I think that's a pretty good card for everything that we got going on here. I think a Mind Collapse works because we need targeted damage dealing. Energy Refund is nice as well. Dun 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 dun. I was hoping for a unit, but we'll get a unit here. And I will take an Awoken unit. Gorge could be very nice to get early. And we could get Gorge into upgrading Awake. Hey, Placepool, thank you for the cheer. Oh no, I made a mistake. Do you know what my mistake is? That's my mistake. Got to enable that. We're playing a card game. We gotta have the card caw. A gorge unit would be amazing. The problem is that they won't be able to go behind the champion. They'll have to go on their own floor, which is not that bad. But would I prefer to just have a awoken unit? Well, there's a lot of awoken tanks, so if we get a tank and an animus, we would prefer not to have that. I think we will try to go for the awake though. Shadow Eater, Morsel Master. Such a bad unit. Shadow Eater is so bad because it doesn't really scale that much on boss fights. It's not like you get damage shield or life steal. It's good for crowd control, but so is spikes, and the units are hitting the Shadow Eater anyways. We might as well go Morsel Master just to get more morsels and maybe try to get a better thing later. Anyways, that's exactly what we want there. Plus 20 magic power could be nice, but I'd also like to just remove like a Shade Splitter. Nah, I think we should remove Perils of Production. Yeah. I think that card, like if you can freeze it, I can see it being useful on boss fights. If the morsels do damage with the rage, I can see that being useful, but I don't think it's a good card. So Spikes 3, that is not a problem because we're gonna put our champion at the bottom and it's gonna kill everything. The last run of Gungeon was pretty mediocre, says Verdacula. Excuse me, I had Charge Shot and I was using it pretty nicely. Did a rat though, okay. I guess I did do the rat. Yeah, so let's get like super morsely on this floor, why not? There you go. We'll have a whole bunch of energy next turn. Now we need to kill the unit that's gonna spawn. Luckily they didn't spawn at the top, so you are dead. Might as well play all of my cards, like play you and... Yeah, sure, we'll gain more morsels, because why not? We do need to heal. I'm just kind of waiting for the awake to show up, and I hope it does show up. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you should take the damage shield. Anyways, you're taking 120, and now you're dead. You're taking 200, you're not dead, excuse me? Well, we could put out a Train Steward. The Train Steward will do an extra 5, 10, 15, 20 damage, which is exactly as much as we need. So you know what? There you go. We need some attack on our champion, but you know, that was a pretty quick fight. We didn't have an opportunity to get too many morsels out there. So we want the sap. We're gonna be going heavy into regen, because if we put a lot of regen on the champion, nothing will kill us on this run. Well, no boss will kill us, essentially. And I think we will go a Tumbra Assault. We need a backline killer. So we'll finally go for upgrading units. We don't have too many units to upgrade, but in fact, we have nothing to upgrade now that I think about it. I should not have come here. I should have gone to the right path. I don't know, we'll remove a Perils of Production, because I do not like that card, and we'll just purge another card. We might as well, right? Like, let's purge some of these cards that we don't really care about so we can get better units and better cards in the future. Now, we need to get better units at some point, but we'll have more opportunities to do so. Our champion is still fine for the time being. Just send a unit to the bottom, apply daze. I think the Steel Pulley Claw is better, because you can make it free. Okay. Naps for the win. I see. Lady Aerith took a nap. Is that it? You didn't just fall asleep because my dungeon run was mediocre, huh? So says Mr. Fredacula. Alright. Sentient on the bottom. Morsel Master behind him. Restore. Restore. You're probably gonna be making it up, but honestly, like, I accept it. I do. If I could not get energy morsels for once, it would be a lovely day. So you're making it up. There's not much I can do about that. I can make sure you hit the pyre only once, though. And I suppose since we have the energy, we can play like most of everything else here. We'll play this. This is an insanely good morsel, because now our champion is actually going to be able to do damage for once. We'll start stacking up floors. I don't think I can kill you. I really don't. Even if I get both Vine Grasps, I can't kill you. So we're gonna focus on maybe trying to kill one of these units in the future. And now all of a sudden our champion can actually do 10 damage. How lovely is that? I'd rather if you didn't die. Let's just say that. Frickin' energy morsels. I don't want the energy morsels! Although it is nice to have the energy to play cards, but we only need 3 energy next turn anyway, so we'll do it like this. Like, we're not gonna have any problem against Daedalus, but these tanky units are making it up. It's just further proving that we need more damage from something. From some source. Restoration Detonation can do it on its own. We're gonna take 6. But we need better units. We need like an Animus multi-strike doing 50 damage times 3. That would be lovely. You're not dead, huh? I guess you do have 600 health. Lovely. Hey, that's a little bit better. 360, 390, 420. I actually cannot believe that you're living. That's kind of insane. But we'll just rely on morsels and another floor to get the job done, I guess. We need to duplicate the Awake, I think. I think that would be the best. So restores don't do anything. Is our pyre gonna live through this? Well, you know, we're gonna do it like this. Thank God I had that pulley claw. I'm surprised we did so little damage on him with the champion floor, but I guess the only unit we had on that floor was a Morsel Master. We need a unit, and we need damage. So we could take Blazing Bolts. It's expensive, but you can make it very cheap, and it's very good damage. Return morsels to your hand. It doesn't help us that much. We need units more than we need Wretch, but I do like Blazing Bolts for raw damage. And this is kind of what I wanted. An Animus? Ooh, an out. No. No. I can't put this unit behind my champion. We can put this unit behind the champion. So we're gonna take the Animus, and we need to buff the Animus quickly. Cards, energy, or capacity. I think you're always gonna want capacity with morsels, but I'm gonna take energy because that Awake card is pretty expensive. Blazing Bolt is expensive. I'd like to play more cards, I think, which might benefit me more. And honestly, I think we do duplicate the Awake card. That's kind of what I wanted. We could go for an Umbra unit, but 2 Awakes makes the Sentient very survivable. And we'll remove a couple of Train Stewards still. We could remove a Shade Splitter, but I like getting some morsels out, especially with having Morsel Master. We could get rid of the Restores, because we have a second Awake in the deck now. But we're still gonna hit that wall of... Multi-Strike is actually good for us, believe it or not. We're gonna hit that wall of the enemies are going to have too much health for us to deal with. Now, luckily, these tanky units don't actually do any damage, and luckily, you know, our Sentient is getting kills because of the multi-strike, so it's a benefit for us here. It's interesting because if I put the Animus, I can't put anything else there, but the Animus is garbage. So we're gonna put the Morsel Master here. We'll put the Animus up at the very top so we can kill the Loot Goblin. And if we don't get the Loot Goblin, they'll be there. Three attack, sounds good to me. Although let's see if maybe we get a better one. We didn't. So you know what? No, you should get the +3 attack, I'm realizing. Yeah, we can use the morsels to buff up the Animus and then put a Train Steward in front of him. It's not good, but it's, like, good enough, I suppose. We have plenty of energy. Maybe we didn't need the energy artifact, but I still like having it. So we have plenty of energy here. These units don't really matter. I could pull one up to the pyre if I really wanted to. I think we should save it. Because again, I don't see the need to play it. These units don't matter. They're not gonna kill me, they do 0 damage. So we have 19 regen, which is great. I'm actually just gonna keep stacking the regen. And you do 11 damage, which means that there's nothing you can do. No, you get this morsel. Easy. We do 20 damage on a spike and a, what was it, like 16 damage on our hit? That's acceptable. This is amazing. Energy is not a problem. We need card draw now. Yeah, and I'm gonna take another Awake. We're going very hard on this regen on our Thorny unit, but it's working so far. Draw unit and enhance it. I actually like this, so maybe we can just make a better unit. We need better units. This is a spell that gives us better units. We need to upgrade the Animus. I had to think about it for a half second, and I'm like, you know what? A free artifact plus an Animus, that's pretty good. Summon 4 random units. I think we'll go Pyre, because we prefer to summon the units ourselves so that we summon the right units in the right places. Right now we only have 4 units, so they'd all be summoned on the same floor, but what if the Animus is at the front? That doesn't help us. So we'll just take the Pyre damage. We will buff the Animus. We will re-roll. And a quick Animus is okay. But it's, I want large stone, I want like +10 damage on this unit. Plus 25 health. On the Morsel Master, that's kind of okay. What is the, I'm gonna save my cash. We upgraded the unit once, which is fine. I don't want to remove any more cards because we actually have an okay deck size. +6 attack. The sweep sucks at +10 because they will kill my my Morsel Master, but we could just put the champion at the bottom and nothing else at the bottom. The problem is the Master of Light here will make it up a floor. But I think we can still manage it. I don't know how. Like blazing bolts can kill him, I suppose. Restoration detonation, if we take some damage, can be used to hit him. Steel pulley claw will deal with him. So I think we do put the trial on. We're just gonna put all of our units that are not the champion at the top. The champion's going at the bottom, everything else is going at the top. I think that's what we have to do. That was almost a mistake. And I do like this for the Animus, because we can't put morsels down here. So we're gonna put the Animus at the very top. It sucks for capacity, but I still think you do it. We don't really want to give you Slay Trigger, so we might just not play the morsel. That's good. We will play the Morsel Master to buff up the Animus. We will draw a unit and make it better. We can draw 2 Trained Stewards and a morsel. I can't believe we could draw a morsel with this, but I suppose it makes sense. So you know what? We should kill you, draw a unit. It is a Trained Steward. Oh, but he didn't get the HP buff, he only got the attack buff. Oh, that's highly unfortunate. Because there's probably gonna be another one of these guys, but I'll still play you at the bottom. If we give him 2 rage, whatever. Yeah, there he is. All right, highly annoying, but that's okay. I don't even know why I played the morsels, because I can't play them. Like, I can play the morsels, but they're gonna die. I will get energy, but who cares? You're gonna hit the pyre for 10. You know what? There you go. My Morsel Master is dead. I forgot about that. You also hit the pyre for more because you killed my Morsel Master. Random enemy unit 2 times. Probably not gonna kill, but we have to play Awake first anyways. Are we okay with this? We kinda have to be, right? We'll ice you. We'll ice you. You're gonna get a rage bonus and you're gonna move up. You're probably gonna kill my Animus. This is bad. This is quite bad. It's quite bad. No. We can do better. We can do better. If we pulley claw you, the pyre will kill you, and you're gonna hit the pyre for 6 damage. We need to apply the regen. And I think we just ice you. We should have gone spell upgrades, because we could have made some cards better. And you're taking 560. I really wish you were dead, but we have some morsels to play. 580, 600, 615, 678. I can't believe you're living. I mean, I have no other units. I can't stop you. There you go. There you go. All right, let's see what happens. We needed more units. We needed more units, and we should have upgraded spells because we could have made Blazing Bolts playable, the other Awake playable. We could have made all these spells that we had better. Absolutely should have done it. Let's start up a new run. No, back. No. I hit the wrong button. Let's just do another random run. Why not? Yeah, let's do another random run. Stygian Guard Umbra. Another Umbra secondary. Buff debuff Seraph. Frostbite can still work. Spell weakness can still work. Crit builder, making of a morsel, and a mollusk mage. Now, is our champion gonna live for any significant length of time? Who knows? We could take magic power on this one, but we don't have good spells for it. Like, we don't have torches, we don't have regens. So I think we'd actually go for Infused Mallet. Just killing units when they enter the train automatically seems pretty good. We have no discards, so we can't really play the crit builder. It's gonna take the whole turn to do it, but we still might be able to in certain situations. Wow, this is just like fantastic turn. I guess we're just gonna let you die because I literally can't keep you alive. Well, I mean, I guess I'm just not gonna play you. This is a fantastic turn. All right, end turn. That was a very great mallet. Let's just call it as it is. Okay, you're gonna live. You're gonna live. Did we kill the loot goblin as soon as they spawned? Like, what happened there? Where did they go? +5/+5. Honestly, I'd be okay if the mollusk mage eats that morsel. That sounds fine with me. Pirate did take 9 damage. It's to be expected. And we're just gonna buff up our morsel here. And by morsel, I mean mollusk. Link5 says, I'd love to see the candle and how you play them. Badly is the answer. We'll put you in front to tank. Hopefully we get some good spells. We got our champion. That's highly unlikely, but also great. Get frostbitten. That was great draw. I'm glad I didn't play him early. Okay, we need better spells. Flash freeze is good. I think you take a helical crystallis though. I mean, it's 50 damage and you can make it cost 0 if you want. And I'm liking the spells. And I'm liking the mallet. The mallet really did help us. Did he win with every combo yet? Did I win with every combination of clans? No, I still do not have Melting Umbra, I think. So do we upgrade spells or units? The only unit that we want to upgrade is Mollusk Mage. We could get a Stygian unit, or we could get a Gorge unit and upgrade spells. And I think we'll go Gorge spells. I mean, I don't know. Can we make it work? Probably not. Can we get more energy? No. So Shadow Eater is at least a tanky Gorge enabled unit. I still think it's okay in this particular situation. Shadow Siege is just game winning on his own, but it's 6 Ember, you can't play him. So we'll take Shadow Eater. It's at least something that we can spend morsels on. For holdover, I really like the Atumbra Assault. We could make Helical Crystallis free. We could make it 1 in holdover, but a holdover on a damage dealing spell that gives you morsels nearly guaranteed seems much better. So I think we're just gonna do that. We're gonna save for the +10 damage, but we'll spend right now on making Helical Crystallis cheaper. And then we'll give a Frozen Lance consume, and we will remove a... I think we'll actually remove a Train Steward. The Shade Splitters are a second choice, but because we have that Shadow Eater, we can dump morsels behind him and be okay. And because he heals, I think it's okay to do this too. And I think we can start at the top floor if we really wanted to, but that was really good mallet action. There's actually not a lot of room for morsels at the bottom, now that I think about it. This is an interesting one. Okay, I think you go What do you not play? I think we're not gonna play a train steward. I hate putting you at the bottom though. I could put you at the top, but then we have no room for train stewards anywhere. But I like starting higher when these, so that these guys get less rage, you know what I mean? Because if we start down here, we can kill all these units, but they're gonna do 18 damage. If we start up here, when they get up here, they're only gonna be doing 10. So where do we play the Shadow Eater? I think we play the Shadow Eater at the top. No, you play him at the bottom. We'll just have to try our best to get morsels out there, huh? You need to die. A morsel is all we need down here. You're gonna heal up and get a kill. Oh, because you also gain the HP from that, that's why. I was confused for a minute. I'm like, why'd you go from 18 to 10 damage? That made no sense. So we could play a Tumber Assault to get 2 morsels, or we could get 1 making of a morsel. I think I'd rather get 2 morsels, that way we can get more healing done. There's no unit that we can kill, except for our own morsel. But then again, no, yeah, I think you do it like this. You get to choose which morsel goes at the bottom, and you also get the card next turn when you can use it for some targeted damage, and we're gonna use it for some targeted damage. So honestly, I just want you to have as much health as possible. But +3 is not that much, but it is technically 8 healing and 5 damage. That's enough to get the kill, which is very surprising. But we'll still Frozen Lands Helical. Okay. We're relying heavily on this Frostbite champion. He's getting a lot of the boss kills. We'll take an offering token. Prismal Dust is really good for keeping your champion alive. And Lodestone Totem is just insanely good. Cold Celia is also insanely good, but Incant Sap is wonderful. It's not that good against the Seraph that we have, but it's still good enough that I think you take it. Is it enough that you duplicate it is the question. And I think it is enough that you duplicate it, believe it or not. I think that this totem is insanely good. So we have a better Gorge unit. I think we're gonna duplicate the totem. I don't think we want one of those cards. I'm gonna have to take them at some point to make them gold, but if I'm gonna be worrying about stuff like that, I'm just gonna do that on like Covenant 0. I guess you have to do it on Covenant rank 1. Oh well. You know, do it on Covenant rank 1, get the gold cards, and that way you don't have to worry about the challenges of Covenant 25. Okay. So do we play Shadow Eater at the bottom, or do we play Crucible Collector? Or do you play none, because this is the crap floor? Well, we could still play you at the crap floor. Actually like holding this over. So I'm like, what if we Shadow Eater Titans here, and that way we have more room because it's less capacity, and then we can also always play morsels at the bottom to just get AoE kills, but we focus building on the second floor. That sounds good to me. So do you play Mollusk or a Tumbra Assault? I will go for a Tumbra Assault, because I wanted to kill the support units that are coming up, if they don't die to the mallet. So you're taking 25. I can do better. I hope I can do better. Yeah, I can do better. So we will make you have 1 damage shield. We will make you heal. Then where do you play Lodestone? Because we need capacity. You could save them and play them later. And just focus on getting as many gorges done early. Kind of like that idea. We don't need them necessarily against Daedalus, but it would be nice to hold these for later anyways. Like I could put 10 Frostbite on Daedalus just by playing a Crypt Builder. I mean, it sounds like a pretty good idea, honestly. He took 45 damage and he has 10 Frostbite. If we can stack that up every turn, we'll be pretty happy with ourselves, won't we? You're dying, but this will make sure that your friend dies. Nothing's going on down here. I can kill the tanky unit, but not you. I can kill the tanky unit and put Frostbite on the middle unit next turn by doing this. And Shadow Eater, he's doing literally nothing, but that's kind of okay. That's kind of what he's here for. Doing nothing. He's here to chill out. Chill out. I would like you to have as many stacks of lifesteal as possible. And then we'll give you energy, and we'll give you energy. Shadow Eater not gorging is meaning that these low HP units are kind of making it up a little bit. But we actually can kill them with all the energy that we have, weirdly enough. So we'll play those. The Frostbite is what's killing you. Let's stack up something on you. And I think we're good. Yeah, you're dead. Our champion is dying, but at least you are dying yourself. So give me a helical. One of these. One of these. We need a lot more. We need a lot more unit upgrades. We need a lot more spell upgrades. We need better spells, better units. We need a lot of stuff. Siren Song. Not really what I'm looking for. Gift for a Guard is interesting. It helps to get us where we're going faster, and it helps us to incant more with the sap totems. Like, we can make this freeze and then play it when the boss shows up. I do like summoning morsels with the Crucible Warden, and then if we can put the champion behind them, all the better. Or copying a morsel that we choose which to copy. Or the morsel maker can just work with the Shadow Eater. Like, I like the fact that we can put this in a couple of different places. I think we will go capacity. Having incant units means we want to make an incant floor, so we need more capacity to put those units down. I think we will go unit upgrading. Incant is what we wanted, and I think we want incant armor. Because the Frostbite on the champion is what's going to be doing a lot of damage to bosses. It's going to stack up quickly. I think what we want is a tank. We can make this guy endless potentially. We can put the sap totems behind the Guard of the Unnamed, and then we can have 2 floors for gorging units. The bottom floor for Shadow Eater to weaken enemies. Like maybe the 3rd floor for lifesteal, and then the 2nd floor for incant. And I say that so that the lifesteal floor can just kind of work out the frostbite that exists on enemies as they move up. So I think we want a guard. The incant armor is not that big of a gain, but if we play a lot of spells and we sap the enemies, the armor does go a long way. It might work better on the Lady of the Sea, but I like this. So quick doesn't really interest me. Damage. I mean, on the Shadow Eater to have some base damage is pretty okay, but honestly, this doesn't really interest me. I think we just go for a reroll. We didn't get endless, but honestly, large is pretty good too. We could make a large Shadow Eater, but I don't think we need a 90 health unit. I think we want a large guard so that he can just tank for longer, and he does deal more damage too. Although a large Crucible Collector is also incredible. It's an interesting call here. A large mollusk mage. A large morsel maker. I mean, Crucible Collector is a good get. Okay, we're gonna put large on you because we have incant armor on you. And then damage shield. We'll put it on like one totem to help keep the totems alive longer. Like maybe that'll, you know, keep it alive against a sweep unit or something. And we'll keep stacking up that frostbite. Okay, I kind of like the way that where the deck is going. You know, large stone lifesteal minion is kind of a classic combination. Classic. But I like it. It's a great combination, that's why I like it. Kinda hate the mallet here, because the mallet is making it harder for me to function. Because these units are very strong now. But we do have a damage shield totem, so we're gonna start damage shield totem at the top. Four, 4, 4. I think we'll just make a morsel. It did sap him, not enough, but we'll give you some health, because if we can sap these guys, maybe we can keep our units alive or something. But again, I hate that they... You died again. I hate that they did take damage. This is what we want, though. We want the tank up front. You're almost dead, but not much we can do about that. We're not getting the units we desire, unfortunately. But if we're just relying on incanting, this is still okay. You know, I'd actually rather just play a train steward. That way we don't take damage. Gain armor on incant. Well... I kinda hate it, but it does make sense to do it like this. We drew very poorly, though. We have a lot of energy. I think we go... Lodestone. Get these incants out of here. They're both dying, which is perfect. So we can actually play a Crucible Collector now. Do a bunch of damage. We will... A lot of damage coming up, but we incant to deal with them pretty easily. Like, we could just incant you to give you more armor and damage shield. Anything that keeps you alive longer might be really good when that boss shows up. Gift for a guard? I think you might as well. If it draws cards from the draw pile, I think we're happy with it, but we need a little bit more gas, especially because this unit is making it up. So let's play Gift for a guard. We did get some pretty dynamite spells. We are going to kill you. It's 23 damage, though. It doesn't quite kill you, that's the problem. How much damage are you taking? You're gonna take 50 if we kill the front enemy unit. Let's play this one. I guess they both do the same. You're taking 63, and then you're gonna take 30 from the pyre plus another 19. So I think you're dead and we're taking none. So we don't need to worry about you anymore. So we'll focus on this floor. It's actually pretty decent, honestly. We get some morsels, which means we can buff the lifesteal of our tank. If anything, I might even want to remove that Shadow Eater, honestly, because it's not really what I want out of the deck right now. I'm just gonna push you back. We could play him here and he could just tank, but his job is to tank anyways, and he's healing. Resolve won't trigger at all. You do no damage. So I suppose you just Frozen Lance. You Shade Split. You make him live a little bit longer. They're taking 342. That's good enough. +7 magic power this floor. Why not? Well, that's why. Because now there's not enough energy to actually play anything else. I forgot I lost 1 energy by playing the Blight card, the Scourge card. Daze discard. I do like this. You know, discard your hand. You can play those hammers. But I also like the silence. Deal 20 damage to a random enemy unit 4 times. Gain energy. Damage shield. Add morsels. Damage shield. Add fewer morsels. This is much more playable. Excavation Eruption is great damage, though. We don't have a lot of backline damage dealing. The best we have is kind of Antumbra Assault. But we have upgrades that we want to do anyways. You know, we want to freeze some cards. Crypt Builders could be cheaper. Another freeze that we would like to do. Hold over on Offering Token. If we're gonna dump like lower energy costs into something, what would we dump lower energy costs into? Crypt Builders? I mean, ideally we'd get those for free, so maybe not. I mean, a Grovel is really good. Damage, shield, and morsels. I do like it. Gem Trove is better, but it's way too expensive. Because we are probably gonna go spell upgrades, I think. Because we have a bunch of spells that need upgrading. Excavation Eruption is also interesting, but we'd have to make it... If we make it cost 2, then it could give us energy back pretty easily. It is 80 damage, but we have high damage spells anyways. I don't think we need this. Yeah, no, let's not take this. We have high damage spells. Let's take a little bit of targeted damage shield so that we can kind of play around with the floor. Be like, okay, we need an incant plus a damage shield, and then these enemies are living, or these units are living, something like that. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Now, are we going to duplicate another Lodestone Totem? We actually could, if we really wanted to, but I think we're going to go spell upgrades and artifact. And honestly, a morsel each floor is okay. We could daze units when they reach the top, and that way... Oh, that's really good. If you daze units when they hit the top, none of your top floor units take any damage. The armor on the tank will stay there permanently. You sap the units, you don't have to worry about anything dying. That's so good to build in a single incant floor at the top. I actually really like that. So, double damage shield is pretty good, but I think double damage shield on Grovel is also pretty good. And we're gonna be playing Grovel, I hope. 105, 60, 100. We can afford this, but it's gonna be very close. Ah, but you know what? I don't think you do that. You wanna know why? Because we gotta upgrade this. We gotta upgrade Grovel to make it cheaper. Unless we double stack it holdover, but we won't be able to afford that if we re-roll. Actually, we might. You know? Let's do it like this. Okay, we should have done it then. That's okay. Let's make Helical Crystallis do more damage. We could make making a morsel cheaper, so it's more playable. We could also make a crit build eventually cost 1. Freeze on this is what we want. But we do have an offering token. So maybe we don't need the high damage spells to be cheaper, but when you need to play them, making them playable certainly helps. So we'll purge a card instead, and we will purge a... Actually, have we done this? No, we're gonna be purging a lot of cards. Okay, what are we gonna purge? We can purge Train Stewards. I think we can purge a Shade Splitter, but we should probably also purge Frozen Lances. Shade Splitters we can always incant on a specific floor. Frozen Lances, you have to play them on that incant floor. Non-boss enemy units get +6. Well, weirdly enough, that doesn't interest me at all because enemies are gonna be dazed when they hit my incant floor anyways. I didn't intend to build this into an incant deck, by the way, it just kind of ended up being that way. But I certainly don't mind. So, like, we know what we're building. There's your incant floor. There's your lifesteal floor. Maybe we have these in the reverse order, but I really like the daze applying to the incant floor so we can stack up armor. Damage shield 1, morsel, or kill a unit. Let's take damage shield 1, a morsel, and then we'll give you some morsels. By the way, you're living. I hate that you're living. I can sap you, that doesn't help me kill you. We did not get any card that lets us kill you. Silencing you does essentially nothing. In fact, it does literally nothing. So it's a pretty bad draw, I think. We'll still ice one of you though. That's okay. We're not gonna get the gold goblin all the time. 10, 20, 30. You're almost dead, but you will kill a lot of units if I give you one morsel at the bottom. But you're dead anyways. What unit do we need to play at the top? We would like to play, I guess, Mollusk Mage here. Are we gonna play Gift? I think we might as well play Gift for the guard. Because if we don't, we're probably not gonna draw it again. We could also play the Morsel Maker here, and then every turn this guy's gonna get 2 lifesteal, which is really freaking good. Yeah, that's like really good. But you know what? I'm gonna kill some units. So I'll give you a morsel. I could give you the morsel, but I prefer you to have a lifesteal. So we can do 1, 2, 3. We can kill. We can hit you for 80. That's pretty good. We could freeze here. I actually forgot to look at the boss and pay attention to what the boss was, which is my bad, but oh well. What's coming up? Mollusk Mage, Atumbra Assault would be a good card. So let's Offering here. Wipe some of these units. And then with this garbage, let's get a morsel. Give you some more damage shield. And that's what I'm looking for. Atumbra Assault, we can actually get some kills now. It's gonna make the enemies do more damage, but we have lifesteal. What's crazy about this actually is we're not healing. Oh, because you have armor, you don't heal when the enemies have armor. I hate that mechanic, it's actually hot trash. I don't even think it's a mechanic, I think it's a bug. But we'll ice you. I have capacity for 4 morsels. Let's just make 1 big morsel. The damage shield is gonna be nice when the boss shows up. We're not killing too many units, but again, hopefully the sap will help us very nicely. Okay, the one in the back died. Oops. We can play this. We can play this. We can play this. You're living, but you're gonna do 0 pyre damage. Love it. Let's get that mollusk mage down. Give you some more lifesteal. The lifesteal will actually heal you. I think you're gonna live because of the damage shield, but this is still very close. Yes, you are living to actually heal, and then you're gonna heal and do a bunch of damage to this guy. Love it. Autumnal Assault does 20 damage up here. It's pretty good. We can create more morsels for this guy, and I think we should. Dude, Sap is gonna wreck this guy. I didn't even think about it until just now. Or we could just make a +5/+5 morsel, but I'd rather have 2 morsels to give him 2 lifesteal. Even if it means we can't play any other card, I still think I prefer giving him 2 lifesteal. GT Cork says the day seems nice. It is working quite well, actually. Hello, Dark the King. You're new here. What are you playing? Monster Train. So Shadow Eater, whenever I take you in my deck, I always regret having you because you're not that good of a card. It turns out, but there you go. You're dead. We're taking no damage. Thank you, Sap. Zane, you have a good night. Days. Permafrost Frozen. This is what we want. Because there are cards we want to freeze, and also, this is a free incant. Sacrifice is nice for killing specific morsels, but I think we skip. I don't think we need more morsels. We're kind of building this as a sap with just a little bit of a hint of gorging just to kind of keep us going on certain floors. Do we keep going spell upgrades? I think we do. I think we search for holdover, we search for freeze, because those make the deck better. And again, it wants to give me double stack on this grovel. I think we should though, because we're gonna put holdover on offering token before we put it on grovel. So let's give damage shield 2 to this. Even though this is damage shield X, we're probably gonna play it for 0 or 1 because we're gonna spend energy on other things. I will make something cheaper, and I will reroll. Not really what I'm looking for. Okay, well, we'll make something cheaper. Actually, let's really quickly go to the cavern. Hey, Morgilioth, you've been here for an hour, you didn't say hi. Well, hi. We don't need plus 15 magic power, and we don't want to lose capacity. 3 capacity on a floor is nice, but I think it just takes the 1 capacity on every floor because we want the top floor to be heavy in units. We want Gorge to happen on all the floors. I think we just want the Rail Forger's Hammer. Because we know where we want to place our units on specific floors. We don't want all the capacity to go to 1 floor. That's not helpful. I think we'll just make... we'll make gift cheaper. I'm starting to believe that gift for a guard is actually like an amazing card. I mean, it is rare, right? Yeah. Being able to get 3 damage boosted free spells on a specific turn at a snap of your finger. Turns out that's pretty big. Okay. Well, you might as well go on the bottom, I suppose. We have a lot of capacity. Well, no, let's put the Shadow Eater at the bottom. We'll put you up here. Why not? We'll put you at the top so you can work down this this Guardian. You know, let's not mess with the strategy, because the strategy's worked so far. This unit's probably going to make it up to the top, but, you know, that's kind of what Autumnal Assault is for, and we drew it again, which makes a little bit of sense, because, I mean, it is a holdover card, so we'll just kill you. We'll give you ever more morsels. You have a damage shield, which sucks. I really don't want to play Helical Crystallis on you when you're just going to gain armor, so we'll play it up here for a useless incant, I suppose. This guy's going to have to pass through my Crucible Collector, though. I don't know how he intends to do that. Okay, Shadow Eater needs to go down. We're going to put morsels down here in this turn. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna freeze. I think we're gonna freeze a Autumnal Assault and play Morsel Maker because we have 4 energy on this turn. Yeah. We play you here. And then we'll freeze a Autumnal Assault so that we get it next turn so we can kill a unit. It's gonna give this guy armor, but I was gonna say, if we got another Lodestone Totem, we could sap him up quite nicely. Actually, we can kill him. Because now he's dead, and then we can ice you. We're gonna lose the Guard of the Unnamed, but we can kind of wait for him to shuffle around, I think. Yeah, I'd much rather get the kill. So there's no room here, but that's okay, because we're going to start putting morsels down here at the bottom. The morsels at the bottom don't really do that much, but they're going to get rid of the armor anyways. You're taking 50. Need you to take more damage than that. Damage, you're going to hit the pyre. There's nothing I can do unless I spell on you. So we're probably gonna play a lot of spells there, I guess. You're taking a buttload. So if we have to play 4 spells to take no pyre damage? No, we have double incant. We only need to play 2 spells. Oh, okay, well, in that case. I thought you were doing 7 damage, not 9 damage. Oh well, look, it doesn't matter. You're gaining armor, I don't care. We can play Grovel and then a Mollusk Mage. Or we could play a Making of a Morsel. Let's play the Mollusk Mage. And let's incant this sucker again. He's gaining armor, but he's only doing 3 pyre damage now, I think. Oh, jeez. You know? You can have that morsel. Let's stop giving morsels to the Shadow Eater on this turn. This guy's getting a real buff. Alright. You're making it to the pyre. We can incant you quite a lot. I do like the Crypt Builder immediately, just to make sure that you take a whole bunch of damage. But if we incant 3 times, you'd get hit by the pyre 3 times before you could hit the pyre, and you would hit the pyre for 2, I think. So you could play the Crypt Builder here to slowly, work out these enemies, because this guy's got full health still. But next turn, hopefully we get Offering Totem Gift. If we have a chance of getting Offering Totem Gift, I think we do save it for this floor. So let's play the Crypt Builder. Crypt Builder. Builder. Now you're taking 60. I think I'm gonna ice you. Yeah, I think we're gonna ice you. You're gaining more armor, but I think this is the end of the fight because there's no big enemy behind you. So we're just gonna give you a little bit of damage shield. It's not that good, but we'll do it anyways. We'll hit you for damage. I think you're gonna die to the pyre and we're gonna take none. Excellent. Now this might be the end. Hard to tell. But we got a bit of a problem up here. We're not gonna draw a discard card, so let's play Gift for a Guard. Now we might draw a discard card. We did not draw a discard card, but we drew a Frozen Lance, which we can probably get rid of, because I would like to play the consume cards. Although if we're gonna play everything, we could dump Prismal Dust, but let's just dump the Frozen Lance, because we are gonna play everything else. We're gonna start with Helical, which will almost kill you, not quite, but you will. Our champion will hit the unit behind you because you're gonna have only 10 health remaining. 3, 7, that's 10. In fact, we could Umbra you. You know what? I like that more. Because now we get morsels, and you get sapped, and you're sapped. And we could even freeze the Prismal Dust, but I really don't want to do that. I want to freeze a better card. So I need you. I don't mind buffing these guys, actually, because there's only one unit. It's not like there's 2 big tanky units. So I think maybe what we should do is just give you all the morsels. Yeah, this guy's getting 5 armor, but it's only 5 armor, not 10 armor. Because we're doing damage when we gorge anyways. We're gaining 26 health on this turn. That seems good. Why not? What I like about that Morsel Maker is that it means that this floor is autopilot. We don't have to worry about it at all. And we drew another Gift for a Guard, but we're gonna freeze it and wait for Fell. Guard can finally go out. We will play Shadesplitter. I need to do 21 damage to you. I can do 20. But I can always just play this. I could play this. Now I think we're taking none. Yeah, we're taking no damage because you're gonna die to the Pyre. In that case, let's dump this on you. You know, no, we should have saved it. If we saved it, we could have played it next turn. Then again, he's not gaining 20 armor, but we could have still saved it. Everything looks good, so we'll dump a morsel down here. You're now taking 17 damage. Whew! Very glad we kept this guy alive for so long. You know what? Now you're taking 40. Look, amazing. What a great floor that was. Now you're taking 1,000. Well, I guess there's no reason not to just do this once. And then, honestly, we could gain 4 armor or do 6 damage. All right, you know what? That's kind of a lose-lose. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You did good work. You're dazed, you're taking 5-10, we're winning, but we got cards to play. Oof. Offering token for free. You can't. You crit builder for free. You crit builder. You making of a morsel. You grovel. You frozen lance. You morsel. Hey, what up? Hey, what up? And that frostbite stacks very quickly. So even against Seraph, if we get like 5 turns of 0 damage Seraph attacks, we can stack up like 200 frostbite. So I think you take another gift. This card is amazing, and I think you honestly go for energy. The card draw is also nice, but I think we need more energy to play more cards because we have a lot of expensive stuff. Morsel Maker, Shadow Eater, Making of a Morsel ×2, a Gift for a Guard. We have a Crypt Builder we'd like to play. We have an X cost card. I think you go energy on this one because we got to play a lot of cards, and we have a lot of cards to play. Now, do we go for unit upgrades? I would like to upgrade, the Guard for a little bit more of an attack, Shadow Eater. We don't need it, but you also get an artifact and healing. Yeah, you could duplicate a card. I mean, we could duplicate another gift. But at that point, you are kind of risking going through your deck too quickly. We could get another preserve, duplicate this card, and then we could freeze multiple cards. It counts as incant. We could duplicate another totem, but you know what? Let's not go triple totem on this one. I think you go left. The deck is working. Yeah, another freeze for another gift would be cool, but I don't think we need it. Because we have 2 gifts. And we're probably gonna go spell upgrades after this anyways. So let's go unit upgrade now, spell upgrades later. Silence when they enter the train. Pyre starts with armor. Well, this is at most 30 health at this point. Silence when they enter the train is okay. Endless is kind of what I wanted on the guard, but I actually don't think it's necessary anymore. We can just give you... I mean, we can give you more armor on Incant, which is probably better, but we're sapping so much that nothing lives at the top floor anyways. Nothing lives to do damage, and if they do, they're dazed, so we don't take damage. So I think you just maybe give you an Incant, and then give someone else some more attack damage, and then we just move on from there. Like, even giving Shadow Eater some more attack damage would be nice, or Morsel Maker. So that they can do something. Or we could re-roll and try to go for like another large stone or something. Now, a 5100 would make this floor very tough to get past, as would, oh, we gave him armor. Can make a very large totem, a very large Shadow Eater, a very large Mollusk Mage. Dude, give me the large Crucible Collector. It's too good to pass up. It's funny, but also a very good card and a very good unit. I gotta remember also, the damage shield for X, it's not necessarily about applying damage shield, it's about keeping the champion alive, usually. We could have also put damage shield 2 on the other totem. I decided not to. Revenge, this is so easy to counter with the card that we have that makes all enemies silenced. Enemies doing more damage doesn't bother me at all because we sap them anyways. The enemies that live to add garbage to my deck, that's really annoying. Because every turn we're gonna have to spend energy to dump a card. So we might want to go on the bottom, but the problem is if we go on the bottom, we can't kill units. If we put Shadow Eater at the bottom, we can kill these guys with 2 Gorges though. So you gotta go there. You gotta go there. I think honestly, you just put a morsel out there. There's no reason to play this even for 1. Enemies don't sweep in this zone, so I'm gonna give you some attack. I hate that you are there. We also might want to give for a guard immediately, because these self-mutilations are garbage, but we have no way of putting morsels out on this turn. And actually, you guys are killing him, so this might not work the way I wanted it to. I actually think you do this. I mean, that's pretty good draw. Again, like 1 morsel isn't enough. So I think we actually just let you die. I think we focus on keeping you alive. We're gonna have to spend a lot of energy dumping these cards, but I think our deck is actually pretty okay. If our Pyre, if our Pyre takes damage, maybe our Pyre just takes damage and we accept it. You're living! We get 3 of these every turn, it's so bad. You gotta be played, you gotta be played, and honestly, I think you just play the grovel. Because I don't want these enemies to hit the Pyre. I mean, they're gonna hit the Pyre anyways. What do we do? You got silenced. Oh, thank God for that actually working. No. Play up here. Yeah, they're gonna hit the pyre for 16 and 9. I could incant more up here, but I don't want to incant these cards. These are cards that I actually like to have. And we want to save silence for when the boss shows up anyways. I think we got very unlucky, but I don't know how we got unlucky. I'm just blaming the game, basically. And you know what? We got unlucky because we wanted this card. I didn't even realize. There it is. So, let's begin on this floor. I cannot believe that this is not killing you. So I think you go Helical Crystallis, and then we push you back so we can kill you. But you're gonna get killed by Titan's Bane, which is not what we want. Well, you know what? You're silenced, so we actually kill you. Then Ice Unit at the front. We'll Crypt Builder this guy. Except he's still living. And he's gonna hit the pyre for 8. I don't think there's any other way around it. Like, I think that's as good as we can get it. Like, I could freeze a card, but I want to save this for the gift for the guard, and I can play this, but I want to save this for when the boss shows up. So I think we take the pyre damage. The last time I had a sort of sap consume build like this with those gift for guard, I also had an artifact that made it so every consume card healed my pyre. So we could take damage like this and be fine because we would just heal the damage later. We're not getting that here. You need to die, but you need to also have spells played on you. So we might actually play freeze. And honestly, I would be okay with it, because thinking about it, we don't necessarily... You're dying! Because you're not healing because of their effing armor. I hate that your armor means I can't lifesteal, but if I do 1 point of damage, I heal fully. That's such garbage. Well, we're just gonna have to rely on our top floor then. What was I gonna say? Right, it doesn't matter what we play on our boss because we're just gonna play this anyways and he's gonna do no damage. So we need to deal with the enemies as they move up. More than anything else. Yeah, I hate that armor blocks lifesteal if no damage gets through, but if at least 1 point of damage gets through, you heal fully. And if you sweep, it doesn't matter either. If the first enemy unit has armor, it blocks your lifesteal. I hate lifesteal when it gets blocked like that. So I think we want to play spells up here. And I think we want to not play Crypt Builder, we just want to incant. So we'll kill you. It does seem like a bug. Absolutely, 100%. So you are gonna hit the pyre. You're gonna hit the pyre quite hard, but I don't think there's any way I can deal with that because I have to save this card. We don't have to save it. Like, we could risk fighting the boss without having the ability to remove his effect. Like, maybe he'll get hit by sigilled seaweed. And we do have a lot of damage shields stacked up. So you know what? Let's incant you more, just so that... Well, actually, we probably want to incant this floor, to be honest with you. So let's save for that. And you can just do some more damage. And you guys can just get out of my deck. I don't like this. Wow, yeah, that was way more damage than I thought, but we're alive. Barely, but we're alive. Jesus Christ. And you guys are making it up too. So once I deal with this floor, I gotta do it again. Jesus. And I want to save this for you, even though we're gonna draw garbage. Okay, but we gotta play this. We got trash. But it's all trash I can kind of play for free. And by kind of, I mean I can play it for free. So you're taking 111, you're actually not even dead. You're making it to the pyre. I don't think we're gonna live through this, actually. I think we're gonna die. And I'm not putting all the blame on the fact that lifesteal feels like it's bugged, but I'll put some of the blame on that, because if this guy was still alive, he'd be weakening these units as he went up. 12, 11, 10, 9. You're taking 111 and you will die to the pyre in 1 hit. So we're taking no damage on this turn. So I'm gonna save this to sap once next turn, and it's gonna cost us 5 damage in self-mutilation, but I think it's worth it. We gotta get very lucky next turn though. Because again, I don't think we need to worry about the revenge, but we might need to. Also, I think we're just straight up dead. I don't think we can survive on this turn. Crypt Builder will do 30. You're gonna have way too much HP. Yeah, I don't have enough spells to play. So I think we have to play this to live, which means you're gonna be able to be revenged. Well, I mean, let's play it out. How many spells do we have? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, I said it, I'll say it again. I don't see us living through this. 1, 2. You might as well play this as your 3rd spell then. Because now you're taking 114, but you're gonna do 8 damage to our pyre as soon as you go up a floor. So yeah, there you go. I mean, I don't think we played that wrong. We probably shouldn't have taken the challenge, but I really thought we would have been okay there, you know? We died because, in part because lifesteal didn't work for us on that 2nd floor, and I wasn't paying attention to it because it's kind of an autopilot floor once you play both of those units down there. But also, we didn't draw a Tumber Assault early, we didn't draw gifts for the guards early, which, although I don't know what we could have drawn out of gift to make that run better. I like the run. I think we just got countered a little bit by tanky enemies with armor. And the trial didn't help us at all. Yeah, because plus 8 damage, we took a lot of damage on certain units making it through because I wasn't incanting enough. You know what it was? I think what we did wrong was having too many expensive things and expensive spells. Yeah, we took energy, but maybe card draw would have been better. You know, maybe if we had more card draw, we could have been okay there because we would have gotten better spells faster. I don't know. I still had fun with the run. I do like the sap incant gift for our guard build. It works very well, but we just kind of got countered and maybe got a little bit greedy. But still, I think it was a pretty good run.